Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another Thursday night here on Extreme Racing TV for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, the Indy Series. Tonight they head to the Motegi Speedway here. It's actually a different name. It's like a resort type of track thing. First time I've been here, uh, so it's going to be interesting to see what these guys have in store for us tonight. I really have no idea what is going to go down. So we're all gonna, well, at least me anyway. It's gonna get a little learning experience with this track up here in the broadcast booth. But thank you all for tuning in here. Looks like we're just under 8 minutes here left to go in practice. Let's go ahead real quick and get the weather report here coming into tonight. Got the air temp at 70, winds coming right out of the north of 2 miles an hour, 0% humidity and fog. Skies are overcast out there, so it'll help keep that track cool. As we will go down to the track information here. And it's an oval, just over a mile and a half long. I don't know why it says 2 turns, it's 4. But yeah, I don't see where the track temp. Oh, there it is, right there, right in front of my eyeballs. 91 degrees is the track temp, so it is pretty slick out there. So we'll see how that is gonna translate over into qualifying, not only qualifying but also the race as well. Like I said, we still got a few minutes to go here, but in practice here, it looks like we got that 3 of Brian Edwards right now with a 26.953 in the top spot. In second, we got the 8 there of Tiffany Simpson. And he's got a time there of a 26.958. In third, we got Travis Rucker with a 26.986. Andrew Fay there fourth with a 26.993. And rounding out your top 5 here in practice here tonight, you got CJ Harden there with a 26.997. We don't have any team, not team, we don't have any driver points to go down tonight. They were having some issues with the updating of the points, so we don't have any of that, but we do have the updated team points here this evening, so let's go ahead and get that in for everybody. As you can see there in that top spot, we got Black Gold Racing DGR with 136 points. Oh, no. I think that's supposed to be 176 points. CRT Pulse Racing there with 171 points. In third, we got Leaner Energy Racing with 159 points. In fourth, we got the PBR with 123, as well as Team Name Motorsports. They're in fifth with 123 points. Joshua Osborne Motorsports is in sixth with 61. Mr. Rogers Racing is in seventh with 60. Gigabyte Racing back there in eighth with 55. Legacy Racing with 40 points in ninth. In 10th, ARM with 38. Back in 11th, IRR Team Argentina with 36. In 12th, we got Team iCar with 32. And then rounding out the team points here, coming into tonight, is True North Racing with 30. Like I said, we don't have any standings to go down, but go ahead and pull this up from last week. And I think Daniel still has the points lead coming into tonight. I don't think that has changed at all. But just give you a little recap of where they stood before last week's race. Maybe a few positions did swap around. but for the most part, I think they pretty much stayed the same. Like I said, the only reason why they're not updated here tonight is because they were having issues getting those updated for everyone to look at, because it was just adding the drop weeks already, and we're only, well, this is our third race of the season. We can't have any drop weeks yet. We got a little over 3 minutes here left to go in practice, as I'm just figuring out I'm not all set up here. I thought I was, but I'm not. But we are going to go ahead here in about a minute or two. We will go ahead and step away, get in our national anthem for everybody. But right now, let's see if we can find somebody out there on track. Get on that 33 there of Garrett Hagan. And let's get a little gyro cam going on with him. Oh, he's got, never mind, he's got damage. Get on that 77 here of William Rucker. Get out of that for you. Give you a few laps around Motegi here. You guys get a little sense of what's going on out there on track, what the driver's possibly going to have to deal with during the race here tonight. But we're getting down to our final minute here of practice. We're going to go ahead, step away, get in our national anthem for everybody. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, welcome back as qualifying is just getting underway here this evening. So we'll see here if practice translates over into qualifying or not. It looks like we do. Looks like Kiffin is out there on his, getting out there on track now. Getting ready to get his qualifying lap put down. as well as, no, Daniel was sitting at the end of pit road. CJ Harden's coming out. Looks like Brian Edwards is out there as well as Andrew Fay. William Rucker is getting rolling here. Joshua Osborne's out here on track. Richard Sylvia's out here on track. Scott Watson as well. It looks like Andrew Fay right now is in that top spot with a 27.053. Well, as I say that, Kiffin goes up to the top spot with a 26.963. And we still got about 3.5 minutes here in qualifying, so a lot can change between now and then. Right now, Kiffin is in that top spot. Scott Watson here in that third spot right now. Well, fourth now with a 27.206. DJ is in that P2 position for now with a 27.047. Now William hit that second spot with a 27.006. Got Lance getting out here on track now. Garrett Hagan out here on track. Daniel just getting out here on track, starting his first lap now. Garrett Hagan is up to the third spot. 27.037. Lance here is in P7 currently with a 27.093. TJ Grove with a qualifying time there of a 27.702. And I think he is done with his qualifying for, yes. Anthony Young's 27.621 for his qualifying time. Still got a few people who have not laid down a qualifying time. Clay, as I say that, he's coming out now. Alex, Daniel. Brad Adams is not even on the track yet. Same with Travis Rucker. And some guys may elect not to even qualify. Looks like it's a pretty good field out there tonight, too. Looks like we got, what, 7, 18... a little over 20 cars for tonight. Which is a pretty good field. We're coming down to the last minute here of qualifying. As Calix just finished his qualifying time. Victor looks like he's not going to lay down a qualifying time, sitting there at the end of pit road. Edson Santos, though, looks like he's going to grab the pole. Clay Carter is bouncing off the wall, coming out of 4. All right. I think that will do it for the qualifying here this evening, as nobody is out there. We are down to the last few seconds here. So we will go ahead and get them down to the starting row here in just a moment, as qualifying has wrapped up here this evening. Let's get them down to the starting grid here tonight at Motegi. Edson Santos grabbing the pole. Congratulations once again, Edson, on the pole here tonight with a 26.895. Tiffin D. Simpson on the outside of Edson, rolling off second with a 26.963. Back in row number 2, we got the 034 there of Bobby Flowers rolling off third. On the outside of Bobby, the 30 of Garrett Hagan is going to roll off fourth. In row number 3, we got the 77 of William Rucker rolling off 5th. Brian Edwards in that 3 machine is going to roll off 6th here tonight. In row number 4, we got 33 of CJ Harden rolling off 7th. On the outside of CJ, 3rd and 8th here tonight, we got the 28 of Andrew Fay. In row number 5, the 023 of Daniel Renchi rolling off 9th. On the outside of Daniel, in that 52 machine rolling off 10th here, we got Lance Anthony. In row number 6, we got the other Daniel in that 34 machine rolling off 11th. On the outside of Daniel, in the 2, we got Calix Wetzel there rolling off the 12. In row number 7, Scott Watson in that 29 is going to roll off 13th. On the outside of Scott in that 07 machine, starting 14th here tonight, Joshua Osborne. In row number 8, the 43 of Clabe Carter rolling off 15th. On the outside of Clabe, rolling off in the 16th position, we got Anthony Yuns in that 17 machine. In row number 9, CJ Grove in that 38 rolling off 17th. Richard Sylvia there in the 97 rolling off 18th. And that will conclude the starting grid here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Season number 3 already. And this is the 3rd race of this 3rd season. Kind of hard to believe that already in the 3rd race of the season. We just started a few weeks ago. We will go ahead here and get these guys rolling off here momentarily. I do appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening. Real quick, let's go ahead and hit the track info here. It's still at 91 degrees. How about the weather here? 70 degrees and wind still out of north of 2. Still overcast. All right. We are all set, ready to go here. We're going to go ahead and wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And Barney is going to go ahead and get this field underway. Pace car dives off to the safety of pit road. Fasten those seatbelts tight one more time, boys. We are underway here tonight at Motegi. Green flag is out. Race number 3, season number 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tours. We're already 3 wide back here. They are wasting no time. Getting racy here. Coming out of turn number 2. Or as Japan calls it, turn 1. Because there's only 2 turns. Going into turn 2. As I hear somebody in the wall. I think that was, yeah. All right, let's go ahead back here and see what happened. I don't know if it started ahead of Anthony. Or if he was just we'll see here momentarily. Oh no, it definitely happened in front of him. That yellow machine. Who was that? Oh, was that Daniel? Yes, it was. Ooh, wow. Yeah, it looks like Daniel checked up, and the 29 there of Scott Watson was not ready for that kind of checkup and just got into the back of him, unfortunately. And that happens. I've seen it happen under caution. Somebody just not focused under caution, and that happened. That was just a product of, guy checking up, the other guy not being aware of that big checkup. Already one caution here this evening on lap number 1. And I do appreciate everybody coming out here tonight and showing the support to the league. Also, Extreme Racing TV means a lot to us out here. Doing our hobby, per se, I guess you could call it. Doing something that we enjoy doing. Whether it be racing, up here broadcasting. As Kiffin is in the top spot. Edson started on the pole. Has not led a lap. Bobby there in third. Garrett Hagan fourth. William Rucker fifth. Andrew Fay sixth. Brian Edwards seventh. CJ Harden in P8. Lance Anthony ninth. And Daniel rounding out your top 10 here tonight. As we should be getting the one to go here next time by. I do believe. And yes, the pace car lights are off. And we will go ahead.